Hi, I'm Waziullah. Here today to install H2O 1000 units on this Lexus LX 470. We'll find out how efficient it is to run on this sort of vehicle, or take even your 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, or 8-cylinder car that you have. You not only save your fuel, also the torque for your car power, it goes up, fuel efficiency, also emission control, all part of these features that we'll talk about it. And right here, as you can see on LX 470, installed right. Most car can fit it inside. If it's not, you can move the battery to either in the trunk or in the back side of it. And fortunately, on this LX 470, we had enough space to mount right here. You can see have good enough space. It's actually right now is about to install. Physically, you can see this literally is a size right here, no more than 4-inch height with a 4-inch width, and 4x8 I would say, probably maximum. And it's literally fitting right here. So if you find a spot in your car somewhere to mount this device, where we'll connect a couple connections, which is right here to your fuel exhaust, and get some electrical, which is from the run from the battery, and we'll have a small unit where also where the breather, you can say, the piece part of this H2O 1000 units or H2O 2000 units, both of them, where you can save you thousands of dollars in terms of over the period of time. If you invest literally say $1,000 for this unit, and if you save gas pretty much $30 to $50 a monthly basis, and you can pay it off in 6 months the most. Some cases we have seen or you heard about the generator, that if you were to install and you save almost 30 to 40% on fuel, on your diesel or other gas operation, you can pay it off literally anywhere from 2 months to maximum 6 months. And that's the number we're talking about, savings. Not only that, it runs cleaner as far as your engine goes. Your maintenance is also much less. It has no maintenance on this one whatsoever because there's no moving parts inside that unit. So you literally have a unit that is much safer than other fuel saver technology such as CNG, compressed natural gas, that have a cylinder and you're taking a chance in case it blow up. This could be a big hazardous for health and accident. This has literally nothing to worry about because this is create on-demand hydrogen, which is on-demand, create that electric that require to increase your horsepower or torque for the engine, and same time your fuel saving, emission control all together. And we'll be coming back again after we install complete. We'll run it here for a week or 2 weeks, and then we'll show you how efficient and how much fuel we're saving. We'll talk to you later. Thank you for listening. Hi, I'm Waziullah. I'm introducing here H2O 1000 unit. This is the unit that we just installed it here in Lexus to show you how you can save on your fuel economy. You can pick up the torque power for your car, and also you can cut down your emission 98 to 100%. This is the unit right here. Basically, if you open up, you see the unit basically comes in a size of battery or half size of battery. And also it provides you a bucket in the event you don't have a space to put in front of your car. You move your battery in the back and put it inside this bucket, which is safety bucket. We put it and install that where your battery is installed. However, we got fortunate on this Lexus LX 470. We have a space right here where we put in. This unit right here, you can see where got a 2 connection. One of them goes to your battery, positive, the other side goes to ground. Then we pour distilled water with the electrolysis formula that we have, what create this hydrogen power that goes through your exhaust system. And that's what create the most, you clean through your combustion engine, burn your fuel clean. And this is what we have it, H2O1000 technology installed right here in this vehicle. On this LX 470, running a smooth, save you gasoline, and also you have no carbon monoxide on emission report. That's the best thing you can have for the environment, as well as you increase the power and at the same time you save gasoline. You get more mileage per gallon. Thank you very much.
University of Idaho put on at Boise, and we went through this whole process with them, and as they talked about this, they said to me, you can't create something out of nothing. Okay? So as we talked about the theory behind this, I said, well, how do you think we're creating something out of nothing? And they said, well, you're getting more power, you're getting more than what the engine is producing. I said, no, that's not exactly true. Because if you have a 70 to 75% efficient engine, that means I've got 25 to 30% untapped energy that is being wasted in that engine. If I can tap that, then what is going to happen is I'm going to have increased horsepower, I'm going to have increased efficiency of the engine. Instead of having a 70 to 75% efficient engine, now I'm going to have a 98 to 100% efficient engine. I'm burning all of the available fuel in that combustion chamber, and because I'm burning all of the available fuel, I don't have to press down so far on the gas pedal to get the same amount of power or go the same distance as I'm doing right now. As we look at a vehicle, what we're going to be determining is, number one, location of where we're going to put the unit. Critical areas that we have to do is we want to have the unit itself as close to the air intake as we can possibly get it, so that the air intake line going from the unit itself to the air intake of the vehicle is going to be a short distance. So what we look for in the engine compartment is to determine where the best location for our unit is going to be, that's going to be the least invasive of the unit itself and the easiest for us to be able to install a unit. Fortunately, in this particular vehicle, we have a very good spot. It's looked like it was custom made for us. Probably I'm not going to have any kind of brackets or support system whatsoever. It fits perfectly in there. It's tight. It's not going to move around. There's not going to be any rattling. So consequently, we couldn't ask for a much better place than what we're doing right here. So once we determine the location, we also have to make some determinations as to where our parts and pieces are going to fit, so that it's going to be easiest for us in order to be able to determine where we're going to put things. We're going to have to, based on where I'm seeing this right now, we're going to put the condensate bottle against the firewall. We will put the relay against the firewall because there is no space up there. We don't have any. What we're going to be looking at right now is we're going to be putting some of the parts and pieces for our installation and operation against this firewall back here. We have a condensate bottle that is going to go somewhere right in here. It's going to be a little bit higher than the unit so that it can drain back down into the unit. Then we'll also have a relay that we'll put up on the firewall where our wiring is going to connect. And so everything that we're going to do right now is we're looking at the layout of just exactly where we're going to put things to make sure that we can now start to look at the parts and pieces that we're going to need to be able to do the installation. In order to be able to do the installation properly, we're going to use a 10 gauge wire. Nothing lighter gauge than a 10 gauge, other than it would create a problem as far as a voltage drop through the resistance in the wiring. So we want to make sure that we're going to use 10 gauge wire coming from the unit to the relay, from the relay over to the battery. So we're going to be looking at approximately, I'd say 6 feet of each of those wires.
Red, and you have 3 colors you mentioned.
Red, green, and yellow.
Green and yellow, okay.
Relay that we're going to be using to hook everything up. And what we will do is we will find a position on the firewall that is going to be the most appropriate for us to run the least amount of wiring to. typically what I will do is I'll probably set it someplace right about there, just where I've got plenty of access to it and be able to move the wires and have a good access to be able to work with them, get to them, be able to make the connections. They're very simple connections. So we'll talk about that. We've got enough room to go from here to the unit, from here to the battery, and that's our electrical circuits.
Hi, yeah. Also, we're trying to find out that the electrical situation about the car, finding the proper where we'll connect. Paul is looking for this one of the 30 amps fuse. Try to pull it out and see how effectively. Yes. Right here, Bobby now is finding proper voltage right there. 12 volts.
Right there.
So once you find the 12 volt, that's going to require,
Check to see.
in order to connect to that actual Hydrogen 1000 unit. Beside that, also, like we need 3 red, green, yellow color, preferably.
No, I got 12 volts still.
10 gauge wire,
And
and
turn it off
also
again.
we need
No, I still
3/8
got 12
inch
volts.
of hose, which is basically their the air hose, which will connect from the devices through that Hydrogen 1000
Turn
unit.
something off in there.
Hi, I'm Wazula again, and he's Bob. He's gonna be a real-time technician here. We're also gonna experiment installing one of this Ford F-150 or any other type of truck vehicle. You can see you have to maybe rearrange. Either you have to put the battery in somewhere else, or have to make some form of
bracket somewhere in here.
brackets to install this our H2O technology, the fuel saver, you can say, or the power saver here unit. You want to say anything, Bob?
No, it looks like it's going to be best on the battery side. We might have to move the battery. Next, we'll find out where we're going to move the battery. Since there's a pickup truck, we don't want to just put it in the box. We're going to find someplace else we can move the positive to the battery. That's all we'll have to do. We can just ground it somewhere in the frame. So that's what we can do, but we're going to look up the possibilities. We just started this project, and there might be different possibilities. We got a fluid washer here that I might be able to move, because right here is a good place, and this is, I might be able to put that on the firewall. Hey, we just started out. We'll find out what we're going to do. We're going to play around a little bit here.
So it will be variation from car to car, and a lot of them have enough room, some of them we have to move. But worst scenario, you can always take the battery, install somewhere else inside the vehicle, or somewhere that you can always use that area which is take place for that H2O or fuel technology device. Thank you. Hi, I'm Wazula again. Now that you have seen and heard enough about that H2O 1000, and we have this running on this car, now we can see the fuel efficiency. From 16 miles per gallon, now we can drive literally 20 miles per gallon. So we're talking about right there 30%, 40% of savings on gasoline. Not only that, over a period of time, if I spend $1,000 for this unit, it will pay off literally in 3.5 to 5 months most, depending on. Now today, the gas is very expensive, as you can see, $2.30 to anywhere $3 per gallon. And if I were to make 5 or 6 miles extra per gallon by using H2 1000 or H2O 2000 unit for this type of car, you can see literally how much savings that is. So we encourage everybody to look into that how much not only you can burn your cleaner engine, you can also have less maintenance, less wear and tear on engine because it's a less burn, and it's creating on demand that hydrogen that require that torque power to go up. So it's not only savings plus also your maintenance, your wear and tear, where you can double up your power of your life of your engine, you can say, or your car in this case. So I would encourage for every one of them to take a look and invest on this technology. Thank you very much. Hi, this is H2O 2000. This is the one for big truck, bus, and 20 to 40 ton, any of those heavy duty truck engine, bus, you can use it, and also high power diesel engine. This is the one that give you a lot of power. That's our H2O 2000 unit. You can see it comes with the mountain bracket, and you can mount them basically on any of this big vehicle, bus, truck, engine. And also it works the same way. You got the positive, negative connections and connected to your exhaust system, and also got the safety valve features here. That's the unit right here. You can see it. Save you money and energy, cleaner environment. Thank you.